Stop! What are you doing with that hash brown?
I'm hungry, man. I just hiked 20 miles.
Have you not brought snack bars? What kind of hiker are you?
Listen, man, it's been a long day, okay? So...
No one man can have the holy hash brown. They belong to these woods and to the creatures of the forest.
What do you mean holy hash brown? Just a McDonald's hash brown in the woods.
It sits there for a reason. It pays tribute to these woods.
Oh, I should have understood that. Can I have it at least?
You cannot have it. However, if you are hungry and seek sustenance, you may have it. For how much? For $3 American.
3?
Inflation.
Fine.
Very well. Enjoy. Sometimes they're better with ketchup.
There really is nothing like an Egg McMuffin. It's a perfect combination of a freshly cracked egg, a buttery English muffin, a big slice of Canadian bacon, a polygamy of post-colonial, post-revolutionary morning cuisine. Pair that with an iced coffee and a hash brown, and you are having a constitutional convention in the form of a McDonald's breakfast. Except, there's a little problem with this combination of items. Primarily the fact that I pay $3 for a McDonald's hash brown, and frankly, I find that outrageous. You're telling me that I could pay less for a cheeseburger than a piece of singular fried potato? Obviously, this didn't enrage me at all, but I was still curious. So, I went on an adventure to figure out why the McDonald's hash brown is so expensive. Following the introduction of the Egg McMuffin at select McDonald's locations starting in 1971, the company found that franchisee Herb Peterson's idea of creating a breakfast sandwich inspired by an Eggs Benedict was a highly beneficial item to increase sales. It became apparent to executives that breakfast was an entirely separate market they could tap into, beyond burgers and milkshakes. By 1977, they would introduce items like sausages, baked goods, hotcakes, and the hash brown. Certainly, you might be asking the question about why it's even necessary to answer the question about why a fast food hash brown is so expensive. And that is entirely reasonable given that there are far bigger problems in the world right now. However, you're forgetting one key detail. I'm an American, which means that it is my God-given right to talk about a more salient topic, like the price of a McDonald's hash brown. There's no one answer to this question, but there are a few notable reasons as to why it might be. Certainly, inflation and/or corporate greed is to blame. After all, we're talking about a 2-ounce piece of fried potato. At the end of the day, it should be something like 25 cents. For just $3.42, you could buy a pack of 10 from Walmart, making each individual hash brown cost a meager 34 cents. Of course, the McDonald's hash brown wasn't this expensive in the past, though neither were most fast food products. Between 2014 and 2024, inflation has resulted in the cost of goods rising by 31%, according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. While this is a significant inflation rate, in part due to COVID-19, fast food prices have far outpaced the national inflation rate. On the low end of the spectrum, chains like Subway and Starbucks experienced a 39% average price increase in items from 2014 to 2024. Whereas McDonald's had a 100% average price increase during the same time period. Now, I understand that currently we are living in a dystopia. A dystopia where fried potato is more than $3, because apparently McDonald's can justify such a price hike, and not even just on the hash brown. The rising cost of fast food has led to worsening sales in the fast food industry. McDonald's alone has had a 3.6% drop in sales just in the first quarter of 2025. Certainly you might be saying to yourself, hey, that's your McDonald's hash brown that's $3, not mine. You would be right. Prices are never going to be the same across every McDonald's location in the United States. So, I decided to compare prices at multiple McDonald's locations across the entire country to come to the conclusion that it's still too damn expensive. The specific hash brown that I've been referencing throughout this video costs a total price of $3.09, purchased at a McDonald's in Berkshire County, Massachusetts. Comparatively, the nearby medium-sized city of Albany, New York, has it priced at $2.79. Nearly 300 miles west, you can purchase it for 30 cents less in Buffalo, New York. If we slingshot our way back to Massachusetts, the capital of Boston so far has it at the cheapest price of $1.99, though this might be a little bit unfair given all of these cities have so far been in the Northeast. Though even in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the hash brown costs $2.29, more expensive than Boston. Hopping over to the West Coast, we'll zoom into the city of Torrance, California. This city, part of Los Angeles County, has the highest cost for a hash brown so far, at $3.39. That is only a 3-cent difference from the Walmart 10-pack that was referenced earlier. You might say to yourself that this cost is negligible. After all, you can use the McDonald's app and get an iced coffee, hash brown, and an egg McMuffin for the price of $5. That's a deal. However, you might be a frugal person, and you may wish to go to a fast food establishment to buy a hash brown that is not only worth the value, but a bang for your buck in terms of quantity, quality, and even calorie count. So, I decided to give myself a mission to compare the McDonald's hash brown with other competitors, like the breakfast giant Dunkin, Wendy's, and Burger King. Though, I didn't just want to do this alone. I decided that in this case, I was going to bring along an acquaintance of mine, a new friend, to show him that paying $3 American for a piece of fried potato is insane. The thing I still don't understand is why are you protecting this hash brown?
You don't understand. And perhaps neither do I.
Oh.
The hash brown is eternal. It will never die, but it will only be accessible to those who are pure of heart and have a little cash.
Doesn't look eternal to me.
Barnaby, say something to our human friend here. Very good, very good. It's quite loud for a yellow jacket.
He really is.
Yes.
How did you two meet? Do you have these kind of chariots in your time?
You mean Japanese made? No, not at all. Our chariots were pulled by noble steeds. One of my favorite steed machines was the Mustang.
Oh, did you have a Mustang?
Oh, yes. Fine steed. And his name was Muffin.
Your Mustang had a name?
My Mustang was named Muffin.
Of course.
Just like my friend, my companion Barnaby.
Barnaby Muffin?
No, Barnaby the yellow jacketed Springbok.
I quite like Barnaby. My question to you is, if you... Let's say somebody took Barnaby and slathered him in barbecue sauce and grilled him, what would he taste like?
Well, he would taste like barbecue sauce. Funny, these grown old men with little sticks.
Yeah, golf.
Golf?
Golf.
There was a wizard named Golf.
Golf.
Golf?
His name was Golf.
Golf, yes.
Uh-huh.
There's a quarterback on the Rams. No, it's Detroit Lions. He's called Jared Goff.
And is he a wizard too?
Sometimes, if he has a good game.
I've heard stories that Josh Allen is a wizard.
Do you know Josh Allen, Barnaby? Ah! I didn't think so.
Well, maybe you've heard of the Red Sox, then.
I do not know of such a food.
Oh, well, no. They're not Sox. They're an American baseball team in the magical land of New England.
Oh. Is there a castle there?
No. Well, yes, they call it Fenway Park. It's less of a castle and more of a magical compound, but...
Is there wildlife there?
Well, They're called Red Sox fans.
Excellent.
Given that McDonald's does not have a hash brown size and merely sells one single hash brown as an item, whereas chains like Wendy's and Burger King offer them in a range of sizes from small to large, I chose the small size to compare, given that they were generally close in terms of calorie count. This is a chart comparing the calorie count, price, and weight of each hash brown serving from McDonald's, Dunkin, Wendy's, and Burger King respectively. It should also be mentioned that the weight of each serving will never be precisely the same at every location. But given the final results, any discrepancies in weights, even significantly, have no actual impact. Out of each selection, the highest weight and calorie count goes to Burger King. While the price is not the cheapest, with that accolade going to Dunkin, it ultimately bears the greatest value. It's followed pretty closely by Wendy's, which for clarity offers potato wedges, and not hash browns. Though, like Burger King's potato pancake-esque hash browns, they're all fundamentally fried potatoes. So the specific preparation doesn't make much of a difference. Dunkin ranks third in our list. The calorie count is rather low, but the price is the cheapest and you get about the same weight in potatoes as you would get at McDonald's, which happens to take last place. Who'da thunk it?
And there you have it. If you want a fast food hash brown that is not only affordable but a bang for your buck, then the folks over at Burger King, they're your friends. Believe me, I fully understand that some people will see the price as a non-issue, and they'll pay whatever it costs to get a delicious hash brown. Hell, that is the entire reason that fast food apps make the companies profit. But that's a video for another day. I'm definitely in the minority in this case, because the consensus on fast food websites and forums seem to suggest that the McDonald's hash brown is some pinnacle of human achievement, whereas I think it's just not that great. Though, in fairness, that goes for my perspective on every single fast food hash brown. If money isn't an issue for you, then why not spew $300 for an 18-pack of hash browns on the Walmart website? Listen, you may not care, but I believe that Americans are entitled to pieces of fried potato that they can spend less than $3 on that is fresh, fast, and delicious. And you know what? That's what my presidential campaign is gonna run on. Because I don't see the current guy, or the last guy, or the guy before him, who was the same guy, addressing this crisis, when this is a really big issue. And unfortunately, McDonald's is acting as a barrier to this goal. So, as cliche and as NIMBY-ish as this sounds, why not make them at home?
Just like a melody that lingers on, you seem to haunt me night and day. I never realized till you had gone how much I cared about you. I can't live without you. All alone, I'm so all alone. There is no one else but you. All alone by the telephone.